I recently visited the University of East Finland in Joensuu to give a presentation at a conference. The presentation was about an album I recorded a few years back called Culture Sculpture. Now, I had 5 days in Finland, and aside from the conference, I wanted to spend some time on a side research project that I'm working on. And this project is performing in different open spaces. I had already performed in Cambridge. I've done some field recordings in Galicia, in northern Spain. At the end of this month, I'm going to Switzerland, and there'll be some recordings done in the summer in South Wales. Essentially, you're experiencing the force or the energy, if you like, of the environment, the space, the wildlife, the natural surroundings. And I'm looking into how I respond to that with my guitar. What happens musically? It's really to try and be spontaneous, to reflect through the guitar what I'm experiencing and the sounds that I'm hearing. Generally, we as musicians and performers, we play a concert, we have to dominate the place. We have to conquer the venue with our sound, with what we're doing. How would it work if everything was in reverse, that you weren't going to a place to conquer it, but in some ways you were subordinate to your surroundings, you know, you were inspired by your surroundings, and the surroundings informed what you played, not the other way around. So it was really important that I didn't go with this prepared piece of music that I'm going to play in this interesting outdoor space. On the contrary, it was really a case of me going there, not having anything prepared, and being truly spontaneous, being inspired by the sounds of nature, the immediate environment, the climate, the smells, all these different things. So I'm walking to Joensuu railway station. I'm going to get a train from Joensuu to Heinävesi, and I'm going to meet with Mikko, and we're going to do some field recordings today in some various landscapes in and around Heinävesi. I don't know if it's going to be snowing there too, but it should be interesting. So on the day of recording, we put on our suits because it was about -10 on the day. And that was quite mild. A few months before I arrived, Mikko told me that it was -27. And so I was a little bit relieved that it was a little bit warmer, if that's the actual word to use, or maybe less cold. And so we got suited up, and we took the cameras, and we took some microphones, and we set up. He took me to a place called Cream Lake. It's actually sounds much more interesting when you say it in Finnish, but I'm not going to even attempt that. And so it's a large lake in Heinävesi, and it was frozen over. Where are we now? This spot?
Well, this is called. Well, the island is called Havukkasaari, Hawk Island, and so we are between. And there's Korpilahti. It means Korpi is like really dark forest, and Lahti is a bay.
Okay.
And this is Harvalahti, where we are going.
Okay. So we're going to set up somewhere down here.
Well, we'll walk about half a kilometer.
Half a kilometer, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're actually walking on a lake at the moment. What's the name of the lake, Mikko?
Kervajärvi.
Wow.
It's Kerma's Cream.
Okay.
Cream Lake.
Cream Lake. And we're just looking for a place. You can see these ice deposits here on the rocks. We're just testing for acoustics. Mikko seems to think that the acoustics at this point, it's not bad actually. As I'm talking, I can hear a little bit.
It depends really on how you direct your voice.
Yeah. Are we going to continue a little bit further?
Yeah.
Okay. We're actually walking through some tractor tracks by the looks of it. You can see on the floor here. So just somebody who's in a hurry. Didn't want to take the main road, so he just cut across the lake.
This should be the perfect spot actually.
Yeah.
Ha! Woo!
I think we found the place, Mikko.
Yeah.
Give it one more test for the camera.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
It's short but effective.
Yeah. Ah, the raven.
Hey.
Raven replied. Woo! It's there.
Wow, listen to that echo. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our place.
Yeah.
Let's get set up.
Yeah.
So when we got to the lake, we set up, we strategically placed the microphones and the cameras and found a spot that had good echo. The lake is surrounded by cliffs. And so the echoes are really prominent, they're really interesting. And depending on where you place yourself on the lake in relation to the cliffs, it determines what type of echo you get. And so we had a microphone set up very close to the guitar. I had a guitar amplifier, a very small guitar amplifier, battery operated. And so we had a microphone on next to the amp, another one about maybe 20, 30 feet away, and another mic that was right next to the cliffs to pick up all the reflections. There were some really interesting moments. In the background, there were these raven cries, and they were just incredible because when they cried, the sound just emanated around the whole lake, because you got all these cliffs and the echoes. It's like when you see those movies in the canyon somewhere and you hear an eagle cry and that sound just goes on. One of the things that was really interesting about it was that it was so quiet. There's no background noise. There's no, low traffic rumble in the background. It was just so quiet and so inspiring.
So you replied to that Raven.
I tried, yeah. What's this? At any given time, I could only do 20 minutes of playing. And after 20 minutes, my fingers started to seize up. I couldn't really operate the guitar at that point. So I would just put my gloves back on and walk around, get warmed up, and then go back and we'd shoot another 20 minutes. And sometimes I would become consumed with what I was playing and get a bit carried away and then forget about the environment, which was not the idea. The idea was to play and to take in the environment. There were times that I had to remind myself not to play too much, just play something quiet, leave some space, listen to the sounds, get a sense, get a feel of the space, and then play.